Hey, we got everything we got wrong about the 2024 NFL season. Hey, a lot of y'all got a lot of stuff wrong. Certain teams was going to be this way, and they ended up turning out that way, the whole other way. You feel me? Let's check this out, man.
Now let's start with the most pleasant surprise of the season. Sam Darnold leading the Vikings to an 11-2 record to start the year, having them in position to be a dangerous playoff team. Now, most football people believed this was a great opportunity for Darnold. He'd be ripe with the most offensive weapons of his career, but to be tied for third in touchdown passes and third in passer rating and people inserting him into the MVP conversation is something only a handful of very optimistic, hardcore Vikings fans believed.
Yo, it's so crazy, bro, because it's like, bro, when Kirk left, we was all under the impression like, yo, Vikings is over with, you feel me? Jettis is never gonna find his QB. Who would have thought it'd be Sam Darnold? Like, who would have thought, bro?
This is a guy who's never
crazy,
had more
man.
than 19 passing touchdowns or a completion percentage greater than 61.9 in a season, and now he's ripping 68.4% and has a 108 passer rating on the season. His steadiness has helped the Vikings navigate their loss of tackle Christian Darrisaw with relative ease. The Darrisaw injury is one we thought might end Darnold's hot streak. Well, maybe Sam Darnold is just hot.
So grateful to be a Viking.
Shout out Sam Darnold, man.
Now I've got to get this other big misconception off my chest. Which dum-dums said the Denver Broncos had the worst roster in the NFL before the season? Oh yeah, PFF. Sorry PFF, I just gave you...
Had us ranked 32. Y'all was on. Yo, ooh. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. All y'all niggas could stay on that side. That's all I'm gonna say, yo. All I'm gonna say is, yo, stay on that side, bro. You feel me? If you was not here from the start, bro, you feel me? Fuck that. If you wasn't here from the 2023 days where we got 70 scored on us, bro. We had 70 scored on us, bro. I had to watch that game. I watched every touchdown they scored, bro. Y'all don't understand, bro. Y'all don't understand the pain year after year after year after year after year after year. Watching my team lose, bro. Feel me? And now we up. And it feels amazing. It feels so good, bro. It feels so good. Y'all was so wrong. Oh my God, like, yo, damn, like.
Grade of wrong, bitch. The over-under win total, Vegas pushed for the Broncos 5.5. Now, don't get me wrong, Denver is exceeding even my expectations. 8-5 with a real shot to not just make the playoffs, but maybe get a 5 or 6 seed. That's awesome. Colin Cowherd loved the Bo Nix pick for Sean Payton, but that's hard to give merit knowing that he and Sean are tight. But outside of that, it was very hard for anyone outside of Denver to admit that Sean Payton got the one quarterback who would be a great fit for his system in the 2024 draft class, and that those two could succeed this year. Denver is not perfect.
Niggas thought
they lack
Bo Nix wasn't
depth.
gonna succeed, bro.
Outside of Nix, the dominance of Zach Allen, Nick Bonito, and corner Riley Moss have been major disruptors to anyone who believed that this roster was indeed the worst on earth. So everybody who thought that, fuck you.
Yeah, what you said, nigga. Fuck you. And stay on that side, bro. Real shit. I don't want none of y'all new niggas. Y'all new niggas. Y'all Broncos being. I don't want none of y'all niggas, bro. Over here. Feel me? Y'all can stay over there, bro. Stay over there. Feel me? Stay over there with the Browns. Stay over there with the Chargers. Stay over there with the Steelers. Stay over there with the Texans. Stay over there with the... You feel me? Stay over there with the Titans. Stay over there. We don't want y'all niggas, bro. We don't want y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Stay over there. Stay over there. Stay far away. You feel me? Niggas that's been here since the very beginning, bro. You feel me? I want niggas that's been here from the very beginning in here, bro. You feel me? Celebrating, bro. You feel me? Just having fun, being able to appreciate the fact that our favorite football team is nice, bro. And we touching playoffs this year. Let's fucking go.
All right, let's get specific with my bold predictions that I made in this video before the season and see how they've turned out. If you want to go double check my work, it's right there. Now, I stated that Derrick Henry will win the rushing title in his first year in Baltimore. Henry is getting a massive upgrade with this new offensive line in Baltimore, plus a quarterback who is an insane threat to run the ball himself, giving defenders two things to think about on any potential run play. That wasn't too off base. Henry has 1,407 rushing yards, and that would probably be good for a lead in rushing yards most years, but I failed to...
So you got Saquon, 1,600. Derrick Henry, 1,400. Josh Jacobs, Ben. Jahmyr Gibbs, a Ben. Now, if you ask me, I said this already, bro. I got Barkley, bro. I got Barkley with the rushing title in OPOY. You feel me? If they give it to him, if he's a candidate, I got Barkley, man. But shout out Henry though. Henry's having a great season and he deserves it. They both deserve it, bro. You feel me? Both came from trash teams and came on good teams and made their teams better. You feel me? They stayed healthy. You feel me? Stuck to the game plan and they made their teams even better than what they were before. Feel me? So obviously they're gonna go far and I'm excited to see it, man.
Consider what Saquon Barkley would look like behind the Eagles' offensive line. One that has replaced Jason Kelce without issue. We were wrong about how easy it would be for them to replace a Hall of Fame center. Not only is Barkley the rushing leader with over 1,600 yards in 13 games, he's still got a chance to break the all-time rushing mark set by Eric Dickerson back in the 80s. So while I was mostly right about King Henry, technically I got this one wrong. I mentioned Saquon as the second most likely, but close is for hand shoes and horse grenades, which is how they put them out to pasture now. I also thought Breece Hall was going to have a big year, and we know how that's played out. Hall has missed roughly half the season and racked up under 500 yards, a huge miss for a lot of fantasy owners. Of course, that does not compare to the consensus #1 pick in most fantasy leagues, Christian McCaffrey. Christianity is fallen. If you had the #1 overall pick in the draft and are still in the playoffs, you're incredible at navigating the waiver wire because McCaffrey was a surprise scratch in week 1 and has missed all but 4 games this season. The 49ers, too, have had a Super Bowl hangover and are sitting at just 6-7, fighting for their playoff lives in the NFC West. Pew, pew. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel for more football videos. We're trying to get to 700,000 subs by the end of the season. We just crossed 671,000, so thank you guys. These numbers are skyrocketing. Even more shout
out to the Good Sports, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I be watching this nigga like outside of these reactions and stuff. He's also a Broncos fan as well, which makes it even better. Feel me? Let me know if y'all want more reactions from him. I ain't gonna lie, I'm fucking with this, bro. Ain't he a part of Broncos country? Why not? Y'all see the orange and blue. You feel me? Orange and blue on his body, orange and blue on the back. Come on now. I ain't gonna lie, he one of us.
Something we all got wrong. Nick Bosa hasn't done shit since Trump was elected. Boy, we were wrong about that one, weren't we? CeeDee Lamb, I said, was going to be the first receiver to surpass 2,000 yards on the season. People were wrong about the Cowboys in general, though, right? We can usually pencil them in for 12 wins in the regular season and an early playoff exit, but they're closer to 12 losses than wins this year. Most people also thought Bill Belichick would take over for Mike McCarthy, and Belichick just joined the University of North Carolina as their next head football coach, which I don't think anyone's...
Comment down below, how y'all feel about that, bro? How y'all feel about that, man? I'm not gonna lie. People say like it was a big fuck you. Yo, I seen someone say it was a big fuck you to the NFL. Bro, I think, you know what I'm saying, leaving a legacy behind the NFL, bro, to start something new in college football is something great. You feel me? Yo, in like 2 or 3 years, we might see the Tar Heels like become a big name in college football or some shit. You feel me? Like, bro, that's tough. You feel me? Y'all know what Harbaugh did for Michigan? Like, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, you never know.
Saw coming. Everything we knew about Belichick was wrong. Coaching in college, dating college students, we didn't see any of that shit coming. I do think a lot of us saw a big year coming from a couple tight ends, namely Sam Laporta and Dalton Kincaid. They seemed poised for a breakout or keep improving type year 2. That hasn't been the case. Sam Laporta's numbers have dipped after an incredible rookie campaign, and while we thought Josh Allen's top target would be Dalton Kincaid following the departure of Stephon Diggs, the main guy he's been throwing to has been Khalil Shakir. Kincaid hasn't even cracked 400 yards through 13 games as he's missed time with injury. The real star at tight end has been the 13th overall pick Brock Bowers, who's been about just the only bright spot on the Raiders for what might be the team picking first overall in the 2025 NFL Draft. I think even Brock's exceeding most people's expectations this season. The entire tight end pecking order is a little weird this year. I know for damn sure nobody predicted Cardinals tight end Trey McBride to have more receiving yards than rookie wide receiver number 1 Marvin Harrison Jr., but he does by a few hundred yards. I think too many people believed Marvin Harrison Jr. would be the front runner for offensive rookie of the year, but he trails Brian Thomas Jr., Malik Neighbors, and Ladd McConkey in yards, but Harrison does have 7 touchdowns, more than those guys. A big reason Trey McBride has 0 touchdowns on the season. Ladd McConkey, though, being the most important ball catcher for the Chargers, also something nobody was yelling from the mountaintop. But the biggest thing everyone got wrong was Jerry Jeudy becoming the 4th leading receiver in the NFL for the Browns, mostly due to the work of Jameis Winston. Now, I predicted that Kyle Hamilton would win Defensive Player of the Year after garnering an All-Pro season a year ago. I was way off. I, a big man, can admit when I'm wrong. I humbly admit how wrong I was, with great humbleness. This is me acknowledging my flaws like a big man. Hamilton hasn't even intercepted a fucking pass.
Hey, bro, look. Take notes, bro. Feel me? For y'all ignorant niggas, bro, take notes. You see how he just humbly admitted that he was wrong? Feel me? A lot of y'all niggas need to do the same thing, bro. Especially at y'all grown ass age. It's okay to be wrong, bro. It's okay to be wrong.
Past this season and has only forced 1 fumble. And to no one's surprise, TJ Watt at -200 is the front runner to win Defensive Player of the Year with Pat Surtain right behind him.
But
honestly, it's been a shock how bad the Baltimore defense has been as a whole, allowing almost 25 points per game. 23rd in the league. No one on that defense is going to be sniffing any awards in 2024. And maybe the most bizarre thing that's happening, Justin Tucker falling off a cliff, having the 5th worst field goal percentage in the league. Nobody predicted this because it wasn't on anyone's radar.
5th worst?
He's been terrible, though. But it turns out the Pittsburgh Steelers are the class of the AFC.
5th worst? 5th worst? Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Ravens fans, bro. It's time to have a talk. Do y'all kick this nigga off the team? Like, do y'all want this nigga off the team? Like, let me know, bro. Let me know.
North, and I don't think most people expected Russell Wilson to completely revitalize his career in year 13 with Mike Tomlin. We especially didn't see it coming when Justin Fields started the season, but that just goes to show how batshit crazy the NFL can be. Another thing we got wrong, the Bengals defense going from suspect to hot garbage. Defensive coordinator Lou Anarumo has been getting so much love over the last couple seasons. And to watch the Bengals become statistical anomalies because their defense is so bad in a season where their offense is doing everything right.
Crazy, bro.
It's painful, but very entertaining of a surprise. How about Defensive Rookie of the Year? My pick was Jared Verse, the first-round pick of the LA Rams. And would you look at that, he's the betting favorite to win the award through 13 games. Now, Quinion Mitchell is right behind him, but I feel pretty confident about Verse winning. It's not going to be a slam dunk because Verse does only have 4.5 sacks this year, but we do need to remember that there were no defensive players taken in the draft until Laiatu Latu at pick 15, and Verse has been a major disruptor at edge for the Rams. Oddly enough, he doesn't even have the most sacks of any rookie on the team he plays for. That would be Braden Fisk, their second rounder, who has 6 sacks. Let's go back to the other side of the ball, though. Offensive Rookie of the Year. I predicted that, yes, Bo Nix, the most experienced quarterback in college football history, would be the first Bronco to take home that prize since Clinton Portis in 2002. Didn't look good early in the season, but now it's looking like it could very well happen. But he's...
Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie. ever since, yo, and I ain't gonna lie, yo, y'all could tell if, you know what I'm saying? Just tell me if I'm wrong, bro. Tell me if I'm wrong. But ever since Bo Nix screamed at Sean Payton, everything changed. Everything changed. It takes a lot, right, for a rookie quarterback, bro, coming into the league, you feel me? And is to take charge by, you know, showing, like, expressing your frustration towards your higher up, your coach, bro. You feel me? Bro, that shows all the leadership I need to see. Bo Nix is our guy. It's not even close, bro. No one else is even close. I'm gonna keep it a buck. And if we talking about Rookie of the Year, we're talking about Rookie of the Year. He got it. He got it.
He's not the favorite at this point. It is quarterback Jaden Daniels, who has the best odds, but Nix is breathing down his neck like a real perv. Either way, they're both currently in playoff slots, and they've both been exceeding expectations in year one. I think Commanders and Broncos fans are shaking hands in solidarity with how well our teams have played, when everyone told us Sean Payton and Dan Quinn were overrated. But come on. Let's just give the award to Bo, right?
Nah, real shit.
Can we do it? Although if anyone from the Ringer has a vote, we know it's not going to happen. In terms of weird quarterback things that have happened, Daniel Jones asking for and receiving full release mid-season, not on anyone's bingo card. I also predicted a couple of major disappointments, and this is my chance to take a massive victory lap. My most disappointing team, the Chicago Bears, who are 4-9 and have taken a massive nosedive after a pretty hot start to the season. My reasoning was that even with those big three receivers, the offensive line was still pretty shaky, shitty if you will, and sure enough, Caleb Williams has been sacked a league-high 56 times this year. Turns out that no matter how many high-level receivers you have, it takes a sturdy offensive line and a decisive QB to get them the ball. And at this point, the Bears have neither of those things. We kept hearing after the draft that no number one overall pick has entered a better situation. Bro. Wrong! Everyone who said that shit was so fucking wrong, and y'all look stupid now. I didn't say it because I'm not stupid. And that's been the opposite of what we've seen. I take no pleasure in knowing I was right. But everyone does need to know I was right. I dabble with the idea that Aaron Rodgers might be the most disappointing player in the league because I didn't think his Achilles would be all the way healed. And that turned out to be pretty smart. What am I? A doctor? Kirk Cousins has been in the same boat recently. Kirko had a 500-yard game early in the season, and we all thought he was back. But he hasn't had the same zip on the ball in the last few weeks, and it's starting to look like he's falling victim to Father Time. And I, like everyone else, was wrong about the Michael Penix pick. We dogged it, said it was stupid, and now Atlanta, after that curveball in the draft, is starting to look like that was a smart move, Atlanta. You were thinking long-term, and you were right, because I think the Falcons have a little bit of buyer's remorse with the Cousins contract, even if they are still in the race for the NFC South. My most disappointing player prediction was Anthony Richardson, who, believe it or not, had higher MVP odds before the season than Matthew Stafford, who's been on fire recently. I thought people were getting ahead of themselves with Anthony Richardson, who was totally raw entering the NFL and only started 4 games as a rookie, and I think to some extent, Richardson has been a disappointment. He's been one of the least accurate quarterbacks in the NFL. He was benched for a stretch of the season, and not just by himself.
I'm tired, I ain't gonna lie. That was a lot of running right there, what I did, and I don't think I was gonna be able to go that next play, so I just, just told Sam I just needed a break right there.
And he's been pretty erratic, but at the same time, he's gotten...
Hell no. AR, what the fuck? Yo, nigga, I was an AR enthusiast, bro. I was hoping this nigga was gonna be nice. You feel me? from his rookie season, like all the way since his rookie season. You feel me? I thought this nigga was gonna be tough. What the fuck was this?
And he's been...
Nigga, what are you throwing at? My nigga, what are you throwing at?
pretty erratic. But at the same time, he's gotten better. He started to figure it out. And Richardson's Colts are not too far outside of the AFC playoff picture right now. And you know what? The Colts and the Panthers may have shown us benching young quarterbacks is actually a good thing for those quarterbacks.
Call in the aliens and use little green lasers to bring them in.
And as for Aaron Rodgers, though, spot on. I was so right. Rodgers has been ailing. He's been bad at times. And the Jets have been a complete dumpster fire, continuing their playoff drought that's now spanned 14 seasons, the most in North American sports. They also fired their head coach very early in the season, which killed my next prediction. I may have said these exact words: no coaches will be fired mid-season in 2024. A bold prediction, to be sure, and one that has most certainly not been the case. Robert Saleh was dismissed just a few games into the season. Dennis Allen got the axe after a very hot start in New Orleans went completely sideways. And most recently, Matt Eberflus was sent packing from the Bears after his egregious clock management debacle with the Bears, which goes back to Chicago being something of a disappointment. Injury, though, is the great equalizer. Just like Denzel Washington, if you get in its way, it's gonna make you look stupid. The Kansas City Chiefs, they drafted Xavier Worthy, had Rashee Rice going into year 2, and signed Hollywood Brown. I think we all believed we'd see the explosive Chiefs offense that brought them to Taylor Swift levels of fame. Mahomes, though, took out Rice the same way Rice took out automobiles. Hollywood Brown was hurt immediately, and even with DeAndre Hopkins on the roster, they play ugly, close football games. They're still the favorites in the AFC, but they don't have a top 3 offense, like I think many were starting to believe, including me.
The other Super Bowl team from last year, the 49ers, also riddled with key injuries this season. And while the Super Bowl hangover is real, check the 2023 Eagles, I don't think anyone believed the 49ers would be in last place in the NFC West in mid-December, or that they'd have players like Devondre Campbell quitting on them mid-game, a la Antonio Brown, a la Vontae Davis.
It's more of a one person making a, like Mooney said, a selfish decision, and I'm with Mooney on that. And I've never been around anybody that's ever done that, and I hope I'm never around anybody that does that again.
The 49ers' problems seem to be mostly injury-related, but their fans are starting to turn on Kyle Shanahan. And by fans, I mean Jimmy Garoppolo's little brother.
Something I almost nailed? My most valuable player. My pick for MVP was indeed quarterback Josh Allen. And boy, do I feel good about that one. Before the season, the player with the best odds to win MVP was Patrick Mahomes, with Josh Allen behind him, and CJ Stroud rounding out the top 3. The only problem was that I picked Jordan Love for co-MVP, something that has not happened since 2003 when Peyton Manning and Steve McNair shared the award. They're called bold predictions for a reason, though, right, guys?
This nigga Josh Allen, bro. He's been torching shit. I ain't gonna lie. Since I've been reacting to this nigga, he just been torching shit every single game. Every single game. It don't matter who. It don't matter who's on that field. Chiefs defense, 49ers defense, Lions defense. It does not fucking matter. It does not matter, bro. He is running out that pocket. He is escaping out. He is making a play every single drive. Every single drive is something with this nigga. This nigga does not go down on the ground. This nigga is just, he's making plays constantly, over and over and over and over again, not giving up. And he's just putting his receivers in position to score. It's like, this nigga got it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, he got my vote for MVP. He definitely has my vote for MVP.
Jordan Love co-MVP train went off the rails when he got hurt in the first game of the season in Brazil, but he's rebounded nicely after an erratic start to the season, though I don't think he's going to touch MVP barring something miraculous in the last 4 games. Josh Allen is currently the overwhelming favorite to win MVP, with Saquon Barkley and Jared Goff behind him at 2 and 3. As for Stroud, another surprise, who was the third favorite for the award before the season. I don't think a lot of people counted on the sophomore slump affecting CJ. Progress isn't always linear in the NFL, and after running away with Rookie of the Year in 2023, Stroud and the Texans themselves have hit a few massive speed bumps, even if they are leading the rather non-competitive AFC South. So Jared Goff has taken that third spot, even if he did throw 5 picks against those Texans, because he's been a master of efficiency and the best point guard for the best team in the NFL. The Detroit were fucking going for it on 4th down Lions. I also don't think anyone predicted Dan Campbell would get even ballsier with his aggressive 4th down calls in 2024, but he has. Speaking of those Lions, I predicted them to go to the Super Bowl. The Lions will beat the Packers in the NFC Championship game, even though Jordan Love throws for 400 yards in that affair. Dan Campbell will go for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter, needing 4 yards, trailing by 4 points. This feels like their year, even with the Aiden Hutchinson injury and a lot of other ailments across the board. The Lions are the most well-rounded football team in the league, and their absurd point differential of 183 shows that. We knew their offense would be good when they retained Ben Johnson at OC, but it's their defense that's taken a huge step up. Aaron Glenn's unit jumped from 23rd in scoring to 2nd in scoring. And like I said, that's without Aiden Hutchinson for most of the season. The Lions entered the year with the 9th best odds to win the Super Bowl, and now they've climbed up to become the favorite. But who did I say was going to face them in the Super Bowl? Damn it! The Chiefs. The Lions and Chiefs are currently the 2 top teams by record, even though the Lions have been demolishing opponents, while the Chiefs have been squeaking past competition thanks to the powers of Satan and Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
USA. All right, let's get to the big one. Who did I have winning the election? No, I'm kidding. Obviously, we won't know if this comes true until February, but I will remind you, I'm feeling pretty good about it. I picked the Lions to win, with MVP of that game being running back Jahmyr Gibbs, who's already broken a 1,000-yard season. That one's looking like a good pick, too. Not to keep tooting my own horn, but it feels nice. And the Jahmyr Gibbs pick looks good for our next episode.
Eagles fans, how y'all feel about that? Hey, how y'all feel about that, bro? You feel me? Hey, yo, people say the Lions are they got the best record, but not necessarily the best team. You feel me? Especially when it comes to playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like, people got them choking, bro. People got them choking. You know? I don't know. Yo, comment down below, bro. What y'all think? Shit. Comment down below. I don't know.
Turn of the running back. Make sure you check that out when it comes out tomorrow. Those are my predictions, though. I think they've held up pretty well. And I'm not afraid to say that I might be the smartest and wisest person covering the NFL. That's kind of shitty for all of you out there. If I'm the smartest one, that means you're getting duped by all those other lesser guys. Thanks for watching That's Good Sports. Please subscribe.
Hey, bro, shout out to the Good Sports, bro. He's also one of us, too. Broncos country. I ain't gonna lie, I'm definitely gonna watch more of his vids, man. Definitely gonna watch more. Shout out, bro. Shout out. Good vid, man. Good vid.